Once upon a time, in a serene village by the edge of a vast forest, there lived a young girl named Lyra. Lyra had a gift. She could sing in a way that made flowers bloom and the sky light up with colors. Her melodies were cherished by the villagers, who often gathered to listen to her songs. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the land, Lyra received a mysterious letter. It was written in silver ink on parchment that shimmered like moonlight. The letter spoke of a magical lake hidden deep in the forest, known as the Moonlit Lake. It was said that the lake held a melody so enchanting that it could bring peace to any troubled heart. Intrigued, Lyra decided to find the lake and discover the melody for herself. She set off with a small satchel of provisions and a lantern to guide her through the darkening forest. The path was not easy. The forest was thick with tangled vines and twisting roots. As Lyra ventured deeper, she encountered a mischievous fox named Felix, who was playing with a glowing orb. "Hello, little fox," Lyra greeted. "Do you know the way to the Moonlit Lake?" Felix tilted his head and grinned. "I might, but it's not so simple. The forest is enchanted, and only those who show kindness will find the way." Lyra nodded, understanding the challenge. "I will help you with your orb if you guide me to the lake." Felix agreed, and together they set off. Along the way, they came across a clearing where a family of birds had built a nest, but the wind had blown it down. Lyra gently helped the birds rebuild their home, and in return, Felix led her to a hidden path. As they continued, they encountered a gnarled old tree with a face etched into its bark. The tree, named Elderwood, spoke in a deep, rumbling voice. "To pass, you must answer my riddle. I am taken from a mine, and shut up in a wooden case, from which I am never released, and yet I am used by almost every person. What am I?" Lyra thought for a moment and then answered, "A pencil." Elderwood's eyes twinkled with approval, and he allowed them to pass. The path grew narrower and more winding, but Felix's glowing orb lit the way. Finally, they reached a moonlit glade where the moonlit lake shimmered like liquid silver. The lake was surrounded by luminescent flowers and glowing fireflies. At its center was a small island with an ancient, ornate harp resting on a pedestal. The air was filled with a soft, soothing hum. Lyra approached the harp and began to play. As her fingers danced across the strings, the melody that emerged was the most beautiful thing she had ever heard. It was as if the music was woven from the very essence of the moonlight and the stars. As Lyra played, the moonlit lake began to glow brighter, and a gentle mist rose from its surface. The mist formed into a delicate, ethereal figure, a spirit of the lake who spoke with a voice like a gentle breeze. "Thank you, Lyra," the spirit said. "You have awakened the true magic of the lake with your pure heart and beautiful music. The melody of the moonlit lake is meant to heal and bring peace. You are now its guardian." Lyra felt a deep sense of peace and purpose. She played the harp one last time, and the melody spread throughout the forest, touching every corner with its calming influence. The forest itself seemed to sigh with relief as the enchantment brought harmony to the land. Felix and Elderwood congratulated her, and the spirit of the lake bestowed upon Lyra a silver locket, shaped like a crescent moon. "This locket will remind you of the magic you have unlocked and the peace you have spread." With the locket around her neck and Felix by her side, Lyra made her way back to the village. The forest seemed brighter and more alive, and the villagers were enchanted by the calming magic that now permeated their home. Lyra continued to share her gift of music, and the melody of the moonlit lake became a cherished part of her songs. The village thrived in peace and harmony, and the magic of the lake lived on through Lyra's melodies. And they lived happily ever after. The end.